Hello, it's been a while since I last recorded a YouTube video, so I hope you're all keeping well. It's been a bit of a crazy year, hasn't it? And also we've been preoccupied with something rather exciting, which I'm sure is one of the reasons why you're joining me today. Basically, we have bought a house. I'm so excited. I can't tell you how excited I am. Those that know me know how long I've been waiting for this moment, and how excited I am by this. It's just the dream, really. And also just a message to anyone that is in a similar situation to us, where you've had to rent for one reason or another, and just to never give up, really, because we didn't ever think we would get to this point, especially to be able to buy a house in the area that we're in at the moment, which is in a great catchment for school and also so close to the town centre. So what I'll do is I'll tell you a little bit of background about how we've got here and things like that, just for anyone that hasn't been following along for a while. So we moved up to the northeast around, when was it? Probably around 15 years ago. We first moved up here for my husband's job. Me and my husband, in fact it was longer than that, because me and my husband had not been together long, so it must have been, I would say probably 20 years ago actually, because I think it was around 2001. Yes, that'll be about right. So we moved up here. My husband got offered a job up here and we'd not been together for very long. I was working for Virgin Atlantic, so I was commuting from Yorkshire down to London for my flights. And then he got offered this position up in Newcastle, which was a brilliant opportunity. So we thought it was going to be too difficult for me to commute to London for work and then on my days off to commute to Newcastle. So we decided to just go for it and moved in together. And we rented a little flat on the quayside in Newcastle, which was amazing, and we stayed there for a couple of years. And then we decided to buy a house. So we bought a 3-bedroomed semi-detached house, a little town called Cramlington, and we stayed there for a couple of years. But then we had our little boy Alfie, and then my husband got offered another position to transfer back down to Yorkshire. And at the time we thought, yeah, brilliant, because it'll be closer to family, we'll have more childcare, you know, we want our kids to be brought up around family and things like that. So rather than waiting and looking into things, you know, we rushed it a little bit, which hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? We never really thought that we were making a mistake, but actually what we did was we found a lovely stone-built townhouse on a brand new development down in Yorkshire, and we decided that we just loved it, fell in love with it straight away, didn't really think about the pros and cons or anything like that. It was just on the outskirts of where our family lived, so we thought, oh yeah, that'll be great. And we part exchanged the house that we were living in Cramlington for the house down there. And that must have been around 2000 and, when was it? About 2007, 2008. So if anybody's familiar with that time, it's when the housing market completely crashed. So we bought this house, part exchanged it, we thought we got a good price for it, and actually then the housing market just crashed. So we obviously didn't think we were going to be moving so fast, but we just really missed living in the northeast. So we decided that we wanted to get back up here, come what may. So then a position came up in the northeast for my husband, and we thought, brilliant, let's go with it. So because we had lost money on the house, we were in negative equity. The deposit that we'd put in there, we'd lost that. We weren't in a great situation, so we decided to rent that house, and we rented up here in the northeast. We first moved into a lovely barn conversion in a tiny little village called Trittlington, just on the outskirts of Morpeth, which we absolutely loved. It was perfect for the kids growing up. But then as they got older, we wanted to be more central to schools and shops and things like that, so the kids could just walk to school. So then we moved into this house that we're in now, which if you follow me on Instagram, you'll be all too familiar with. And we've been renting this house now for, I think it's around 6 years. We've had brilliant landlords. They've let us basically do whatever we wanted to do in here. And it's been amazing. You know, we've really put our own stamp on it. It's taught me a lot about my decorating style. I've had to change a lot of my style to adapt to this style house as well. Obviously you can't just come in and fit new kitchens and things like that, so you've got to work with what you've got. they put a new stairs carpet in, and we redecorated all the hallway, which is a massive transformation. And then the year after, they put money into a new bathroom. So I designed the bathroom, they paid for it, it was perfect. And it's been so lovely having, you know, a lovely, beautiful bathroom. But in the back of our minds, we've always wanted to buy in this area. But as I said, because the house down there was in negative equity and we've got good tenants in there, we just didn't want to rock the boat. We're both self-employed, so we didn't think we'd be able to get a mortgage on top of the mortgage that we'd already got, and we just didn't think it would be possible. So we just put it off for so long. And I think it bothered my husband more than it bothered me, because every time like a house program came on, when they were doing houses up and they had nice kitchens and things like that, he was always like, oh, in the back of his mind thinking, that's never going to be us. We're never going to be able to truly make a place our own. So we saw a house which was round the corner, and it's in a lovely area, exactly where we wanted to be. And basically it was an old couple that had passed away and it needed a lot of work doing to it. So we went to view it and we loved it, and I was like, this is perfect, we can kind of totally do our own thing with it. You know, we both love getting stuck in decorating and things like that. So I thought, this is going to be great, it's going to be an amazing project. But it disappeared off the market straight away. And the thing that I was worried about is that it was going to have been bought by like a property developer who was then going to put, you know, a kitchen in and a bathroom in that weren't going to be kind of to our liking, and then put it back on the market for an extra 50 grand. So we kept watching out for this house just to see if it came back on the market, and we just never saw any work getting done there, never saw any progress whatsoever. So we spoke to a financial advisor in the meantime, who was amazing. I'll leave his details below because he is such an amazing guy and he's really, really helped us. So he looked into different options, obviously went through our accounts and things like that, and said that there's a definite possibility. So in the meantime, this house, still no progress on it whatsoever. So my husband rang the estate agent and he explained the situation, and they said, oh yeah, it came off the market because there was an issue with the drains and it's going to go back on shortly. So we were like, amazing, can we have first viewing? So we went to look at the house, and again, we just knew it was the right one. We put an offer in straight away, and after a few backwards and forwards, they finally accepted our offer, which was amazing. So then all we had to do was get the mortgage approved, which was a massive step for us. As I said, we've still got our house down there. We're both self-employed, which is not the easiest kind of position to be in when you want to get a mortgage. So we worked really hard with our mortgage advisor, and we waited months and months and months, lots of paperwork, backwards and forwards, things that had gone missing. You know, we had to get references from the landlord. We had to show all the bank statements from the rent that was going into our other house, which I think helped massively because we've had that house now for a long time and we've always had tenants in there and they've paid the rent. So we had to show that the rent was being paid, and basically that, you know, the rent that we're paying on this house would be the same amount as our mortgage was going to be. So we weren't going to be in any worse off position at all. So it was just persuading this mortgage company that actually we were in a great position, and you know, it was totally possible for us to do. So like I say, after months and months of going backwards and forwards, we finally got our mortgage offer accepted. I can't tell you how happy we were. Honestly, it was the best feeling because we just never thought that this would happen. It's actually the ultimate dream. It's still kind of a pinch me moment now that we've got to this position. So yeah, so we finally exchanged literally last week because it took longer than we expected, and we completed in the same week. So it's just all happened so quickly, and we got the keys last week, and I have been bursting to tell you all. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now because you're probably sick of hearing my voice, but I just wanted to give you a little background into where we were at. I'm sure you've probably got loads of questions to ask, but like I say, what I will say is never give up hope. Last Christmas, the Christmas that's just gone, I just had a feeling. I got up, we were packing all the Christmas decorations away, and I said to my husband, this is going to be the last Christmas in this house. And he looked at me and he was like, gosh, high expectations. But I just knew it, I just had this feeling. It sounds a bit woo-woo, I do vision boards each year, and on this vision board I put this house on there and I put exactly how I wanted it to be, loads of different images, and I just knew it was going to happen. I just had a feeling, I just had this feeling inside me all along that this was going to be our house. It had such a lovely feel about it. It was within our price range, and to be honest, this kind of house fully finished would have been totally out of our price range. So it was just almost like it was meant to be all the way along. Even the kids just had a good feeling. Jersey kept saying, Mum, I've got a really good feeling. I feel like it's just meant to be. You know, they planned their bedrooms out, and we just stayed positive the whole way through. And I just, like I say, it's a complete pinch me moment. I actually can't believe that we're in this position now. So I'm going to show you around the house and give you a little tour. You'll see that there's so much work to be done. A lot of you might think, oh my God, what have you done? But as I said, all the work that we do on that house now is going to be for our own benefit, whereas all the work we've done on this house that we're in at the moment is basically adding to someone else's mortgage. So I think for us, that's a big deal. I love renovating. I love, you know what I'm like with houses, and I'm so excited to be able to put my own touch on this house. Although I've really got no idea what I'm going to do with it at the moment. I think I've not let myself go there just in case it didn't happen. So I think we've finally got the keys now, and I can just let my imagination run wild. So I've got so much planning to do. I'm going to do loads of mood boards. I'll keep you updated over on my Instagram, and I'll also keep you updated on here. I'll try and do as many updates as I can and share all ideas with you and share all the work that we're getting done in case any of you are looking to do something similar, and I hope it gives you a little inspiration. I really hope that our story helps you, and if you are renting, just keep doing that. I've always been a massive fan of renting. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Never feel ashamed about renting, because it's a step to get you where you want to be. If you have to rent forever, it doesn't matter. You've got a roof over your head, and hopefully you've got nice landlords like we had that just allow you to put your own stamp on it and be able to do things like painting and things like that. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to stop rabbiting on and I'm going to give you a really, really speedy tour of the house. There'll be much more to come, but here's a quick glimpse into how it's looking at the moment. So here's the entrance. I love the original tiles in here. I think they're going to need a little bit of work doing to them to repair them, but they're gorgeous. And we go through to the hallway. So you can see it's a very similar layout to the house that we're renting at the moment. The staircase is actually in great condition. We need to strip all the wallpaper off. One of the things that I really love is the feature up there. It's gorgeous. So we need to strip that back as well, strip all the paint off there and start again. So then you come into here, and this is the front room. So it's got a lovely big bay window. I love the features up there. It's had some electrical work done before we moved in. Well, before we got the keys. So as you can see, some bits of wallpaper have already been removed. And then look at that detailing up there and behind here, look. It's got the shutter details. The shutters don't work, it's just kind of panelling around the edges. So can't wait to get those curtains down. This will all be coming out. And we've got a lot of stripping to do. We've got some damp in this corner, so we've got some damp guys coming round to sort that next week. So then I'll take you through to the next room. Chester's still a little bit nervous, he's not really sure what to make of his new house. So then this is kind of another big reception room, which we are going to knock through into the kitchen. Really lovely, big space. I love the light that comes through here. Can't wait to get this out. But it has got a nice marble hearth. And then back through here. Love the stairs details. The spindles are gorgeous. And then we've got a little understairs cupboard in here, which is quite big actually. And then through to the kitchen, which again, it's all going to be ripped out because we're going to knock this through. We're going to put a side return extension on here, which will go out there. And then we're going to get rid of this little porch area here. And then that goes through into like a little backyardigan. Can't really see much through there. There you go, you can see a little bit through there. So all that needs sorting out. We need to blast the paint off the walls. And we need a new gate out there as well. I've got these little outhouses here. One's got a toilet in, so we're going to knock that through because that's going to be like our only storage. So we're going from having a double garage to having that as storage. So we need to have a good declutter. So then I'll quickly take you upstairs. Can't wait to get this handrail off. I won't need that on there. So you go up into here, and this takes you into the bathroom, which is like the creme de la creme. Look at this. Loads of work obviously needs doing in here. We need to get rid of the boiler. But I've got great plans for in here because it is actually a really lovely space. The window's got a crack in, so that needs replacing. And then we've got panelling in the shower, which is a new one to me. I've not seen that before. So I'm planning on keeping the shower there and having a bath that goes underneath the window there. Hope to have the toilet in that corner and then a nice double basin here. We've got a little bit of storage up there, so I'm thinking if we can maybe extend the storage space down there as well. So then you come out of here, downstairs, up some more stairs and into the bedrooms. So this bedroom here is going to be Josie's bedroom. I've had some damp in this corner, as you can see over there. It's a lovely, big, open, spacious room, and the light's gorgeous in here as well. She doesn't want to expose the chimney breast. She's quite happy with it like that, but I think we'll put some new tiles down there. So can't wait to get all the walls stripped in here. And she wants to keep the floorboards, and the floorboards are actually looking pretty good. So I think we'll just get those sanded back and paint them. Into the next bedroom, this is going to be Alfie's bedroom. Nice pink stripy wallpaper. Again, really lovely space. Nice big window. The windows need lots of work to them because they're all rotten as well. I'll show you on here. Yeah. I'm picturing a nice little window box on there. Just need to persuade Alfie. He's not really keen on that idea at the minute. So then back through here, you come in with this chest. And this is into the little box room. So this will be our little office slash guest room. Just going to put a little kind of sofa bed in here and then have, this is office space. And then here is where the stairs will be for the loft conversion. So the loft conversion will go up there and we'll go up into the loft, which is actually a really nice space. So we plan on having the master bedroom up in the loft, along with an ensuite and a dressing space. So as you can see, it's got so much potential and it's just got such a lovely feel about it. As soon as we walked through the door, I just loved it. So yeah, keep watching and I'll keep you up to date as we progress with it.